bus heading towards our next location. I've got to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Gotta take care of some shit. And, yeah, we're gonna meet back up in Albania in like a week, which will be interesting. Yeah, I have to figure out how the hell to use this other app to use the maps, because in Serbia, Google Maps does not have information for buses, public transportation, so that's kind of a pain. But yeah, I need to ship my souvenirs home to get rid of a bunch of weight in my bag, and I need to find a charger for my phone, which is at like 15%, and find some food, figure out if there's anything I want to do for my last day in Belgrade, and then also hit the road. I've got a couple of destinations to see. One more in Serbia near the Bosnian border, and then from there I'll head to Sarajevo, Mostar, and yeah. Serbia has been really fun. I really like this country, a lot more than I thought I would. I knew it was going to be cool, but it's been a really good time. Novi Sad was nice. Belgrade is really cool. Serbia is super chill. People here are really nice. I've enjoyed it a lot. So apparently when you're in Serbia, to use public transportation, you want to use the app called Move It. M-O-O-V-I-T. Because Google Maps has failed me for the first time. Oh man, having to rely on myself for navigation again. Monica's been doing all the navigating for the last, week. Something like that. I should probably stop recording. My phone's about to die. Okay. So, time to get this thing going. My plan for today, now that I've had some time to chill and relax, get some things sorted out, I'm gonna head over to the post office, which I think is one of these buildings directly in front of me, somewhere right over here. I'm gonna try to ship home my latest package number 3, with all of my souvenirs since Luxembourg, and that'll shed some weight from my bag, probably a kilo or 2. Last time I weighed this bag, it was 25 kilos. I'm guessing right now it's around 27. Hopefully I can get that back down to 25 or even maybe 24. And yeah, I've gotten pretty accustomed to the weight of this thing, but it'll be nice to lighten the load a little bit. It'll be really nice to also know that I successfully got more of my belongings, souvenirs, safely shipped back to the US, because Belgrade is probably the last city that I'm going to be in with a very trustworthy mailing system for quite some time. The next one would be probably Istanbul, but I was told that since it's Turkey, there could be complications. Shipping to the US, it could also be very expensive. I think this is the post office, I believe. See a mailing box here, so yep, this is it. It says it's open 24 hours, so hopefully it's not closed. I am about to find out. One of the most nerve-wracking parts of my trip, sending stuff home. Look at this big ass box. Hopefully it works. All right, everything seemed to go well. I've got all my souvenirs sent home. I saw how much it was when they weighed it. It was like almost 4 kilos. So, like basically 3 kilos of all the items that I just shed from my bag, which is really nice. I can feel how much lighter my bag is. I got rid of everything that had weight. That was annoying, except for I couldn't send home the jar of sand that was from Omaha Beach, where D-Day was. And I couldn't send home a few rocks that were from significant places, but that's okay. Those things don't weigh too much. I can literally feel that my bag is much lighter, especially with that glass mug from Czechia gone. And I also got rid of 3 clothes items, so pretty cool. it's definitely too late in the day for me to hitchhike. And I used the cardboard that I had for hitchhiking to add extra padding to my box. So now I just have a tracking number. I have to let my mom know that that third package is coming. I just spent like $50 on all that stuff, shipping it, so not as bad as I thought, but still a little expensive. And just have to cross my fingers that it makes it home. The other two did, but that was from Paris and London. So now we'll find out if there's any issues shipping something to the US from Serbia. Probably not. It's Belgrade. It's a pretty big city. They declared everything that was in the box, and it's all souvenirs and harmless items. That's why I couldn't send the sand or the rocks, because that could have been looked at really strange. So yeah, if you ever try to ship something from another country like how I'm doing it, don't send anything that could potentially be seen as a weird mystery item or anything sketchy. Also can't send coins. I was able to slip all of the paper notes, money from different countries into one of the books, so they won't notice that, but coins, can't do coins. Can't do coins, can't do rocks, can't do sand, can't do liquid items. There's like 3 different cities I could potentially go to, or towns. That'll get me closer to the Tara National Park, and I'm hoping that I can get out of Belgrade today. Otherwise I have to spend tonight here, which won't be a big deal. But yeah, now I'm gonna go sit down on a bench somewhere. Actually, look at that right there. Station. If I can catch a train, I'm gonna get a ticket and head southwest towards Tara National Park. If it's too late to do that today, I'm gonna find a hostel. Either way, I need to find something to eat because I'm starving. Of course, there's no trains for tonight. There's no trains going to Čačak. There's a town a little past that in the correct direction that I need to go, called Požega. So I got a train ticket for that tomorrow. Then I can take the option of hitchhiking from there to the next town, which I forget the name of it and how to pronounce it, so I won't even bother. But a town that's a little further west towards the national park that I'm trying to get to. Monica had no problem hitchhiking all the way to that place today, like 2 or 3 hours worth of driving. She got picked up super fast, but she's an attractive girl, and I'm a guy with a giant bag. Even though it's lighter now, a lot of people are not going to pick me up. Some will, but she had a much easier time. But I still could probably hitchhike tomorrow after the train takes me to Požega. So now I have to decide what I'm going to do. Get up super early, play it safe, get to this town, and just plan on hitchhiking as far as I can go. Or, yeah, that's probably the thing to do. So tomorrow's gonna be an adventure. Well, I missed my train this morning to Požega, but that's okay because I just had to wait a little longer and I've got a train to Užice. And yeah, so I'm about to go take that train. It's in like 10 minutes and that will get me pretty close to the national park, and then we'll see, maybe I'll do some hitchhiking later this afternoon if I'm able to, or I'll chill in Užice for tonight and then hitchhike tomorrow in the morning. the rest of the way to Tara National Park and camp there for a few days. Yeah, we'll see. This whole part of my trip is even more random than the first part. I don't really know exactly how it's gonna go, but that's part of the fun. Increasing my traveler skills. And yeah, so I'm heading into the train station now. If all goes well, I will be on a train in the next 10-15 minutes and finally leaving Belgrade. Oh man, well, I made it to Užice, and yeah, that was interesting. The train let off in this very old train yard. I didn't have the chance to film any of it. It was pretty cool, but my phone was dead. So I walked into town, found a cafe where I could get a coffee and charge my phone for a little bit. And now I'm walking 20 minutes to the bus station to see if I can still catch a bus. That's about a half an hour from now to get to Bajina Bašta, which is right near the national park. So, oh, now that train station was crazy though. There was like, it just let off on this little concrete platform in between the tracks, but this sounds pretty cool. I will be meeting back up with Monica tonight, which is funny because we were planning on going our separate ways for a week and meeting back in either Montenegro or Albania. But she ended up hitchhiking for a couple days, made it first to here, then to some other town I forget the name of, and then from there to Bajina Bašta, where she's chilling right now. And that was my goal, was to get there tonight or tomorrow. So if I can get there tonight, I'm just gonna stay in the hostel that she's at. We're gonna chill, maybe both to the national park. Otherwise, she might go back to Belgrade for some festival. So either way, we'll see. We're both just kind of on that random, sporadic plans, take it day by day. But yeah, she wants to enjoy as much solo hitchhiking as possible, and I'm totally down for that. But my goal is to get to this national park, spend a few days doing it Boy Scout style. There's just been too much city life for me on this trip, too much touristy shit. But anyways, I guess I'll do another quick update if I make it to the bus. But I don't want to kill my battery, so. Well, damn, just taking L after L here. The bus was not running tonight, the one that I needed to get to Bajina Bašta. So I'm staying the night here in Užice, and my phone's about to die again. So I gotta hurry up and get to the hostel that I booked. But I seen back there a pizza place that was open. I was like, oh, sick, I'm gonna get some pizza. I go in there and I translate. They didn't really speak English, so I translated the menu with Google Lens. And I realized, man, you motherfuckers here in Eastern Europe use goddamn ketchup instead of red sauce for pizza. That's disgusting. So I don't want a pizza with ketchup. That is so gross. I hate ketchup, so damn it. So anyways, yeah, I guess my dinner tonight consists of the beer that I just had, these bruschetta chips, and coffee that I had earlier, and some more bruschetta chips that I just bought, and also a chocolate and vanilla filled croissant and some water. Not the most nutritious dinner, but at least, oh, and I also have a Snickers bar. So yeah, just a bunch of junk food, gotta love it. But at least I won't be starving, and I have to get up extremely early anyways, because just like in Belgrade, they told me the earliest time of the transportation out of here in the morning, which is 6:20 a.m. Because of the language barrier, it was too hard to ask if there was a later bus that I could take at Bajina Bašta. I'm sure there was, but I wasn't, like, the guy was pretty nice and I didn't want to irritate him. It seemed like it was the end of his shift. So I was just like, I guess I'm going to my hostel, getting a little bit of sleep, waking up at like 5 a.m. and then heading to the bus. All right, well, my problems for today are a bit interesting. First, I need to find an ATM to get some more money because I have a feeling I'm gonna run into a few situations out here in the countryside where I need cash. So that's problem number one, shouldn't be too difficult. Problem number two is I ran out of data on my SIM card, which part of me just wants to go off the grid for 3 or 4 days and not worry about it. But the other part of me wants to have access to Google Maps when I'm exploring a national park and don't know where I am, and eventually have to find my way to some tiny village where there's a border crossing to get into Bosnia. So, first to find an ATM. Then I have to find a place that has 2 things. One, a young person who speaks English and can help me with this app that does not have an English setting. And 2, I have to find not only a person that speaks English, but at a place that has Wi-Fi. So when they help me figure out what the app says, I can also use that information to buy the new data package. I found an ATM. Except, I think this one has shitty fees, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't have time to mess with that today. I gotta either go buy a bus ticket if I can or hitchhike, so this is gonna be fun. Okay, I got some cash. I'm at the Užice autobus place. We're gonna see if I can get a ticket. And if there's no buses running to Bajina Bašta, then my only option is to hitchhike. And then things will really get interesting. So hopefully, I'm probably just gonna have to go without data. Okay, so apparently there is a bus. Probably, maybe that one's sitting right there. Hopefully not the one that's pulling away. That's going to Bajina Bašta. So, I'm kind of an idiot. I came in through the back entrance where buses come in and out. All right, I got my ticket. It's going to Bajina Bašta. I am all good to go. I don't have to hitchhike today. All right, I'm on the bus. Bajina Bašta. Just a large van, but it's nice. It's air conditioned. So, goodbye, Užice. Cool place. Really like it. Wish I could have stayed for an extra day, but I gotta get to this national park.